Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning to your boy, P Funk, Thinking Right at my YouTube classroom where I do what I do for you. Today, writing 25 rules to live by, storytelling, story with a message in a story for life. These are life lessons that I'm giving. Today, I'm going to give you a good one. I'm going back to my lesson from the Kemetic Tree of Life. It's a long story. I'm going to wrap up my lesson from the other night and take it to the next one. But we're gonna go through this Tree of Life book from cover to cover. I'm giving you lessons on every chapter that I go through. Right now, before we get started, you know the rule. Right thinking's mission statement. Right thinking mission statement is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Need to know who you are. Know thyself. Right thinking's way of life through mental and spiritual daily discipline will help guide you to attain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. That leads us to the question that I always ask after that. Know thyself. These are characters and personalities that resides in you. Which one fits you? Let's go. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not, foolish. I'm going to disregard you. Got no use for that. A person who knows not and knows that they know not that they don't know. They don't know. So they're simple. I can teach you. Tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and believes that they know, dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is asleep. Come on, wake up. I got you. Tune in. Check me out. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. And guess what? To Mayat be true. That's the balancing sign. That's my scales. That's the art of keeping your life in balance. Now, we had a discussion. I left off at what the purpose of the Ampu mind was. We discussed it. And the last thing I talked about was all the things that, let me see, all these things transcend time and space, even as you continue to live in time and space. We're talking about this is what I call right thinking, way of life. And when done correctly, it's a beautiful way of life, a good spiritual way of life. Okay? And that's the goal of all right thinkers. Obtain your nihas. Find out who you are. Know yourself. Okay? Now you no I didn't. No I didn't. No I didn't. Yes I did. My bad. Started the wrong place. But I wrapped up with the I pull my I guess there's something didn't sound right about that. Let me correct that for you right quick. I ended up with the Apu mind. To use your Apu mind, the Apu mind that knows truth from untruth. You begin to call it's called discernment. You can listen to what somebody say, and I can tell if you're lying to me or telling me the truth. That's because I'm using my Apu mind of discernment. I can comprehend what's being said to me, and I have common sense enough to know what is real and what is not. That's the purpose of the Ampu mind. Okay? Watch this. The Ampu mind knows true. Okay. Now, the Whipawat aspect can lead the soul to the higher realms of existence. The Whipawat is another name for Ampu. Remember, he had two-faced God. Okay? One is he's going to embalm and take care of the body. Other one is he's going to show you the way. That's what Whipawat means, showing you the way. Okay? And this is the way in the netherworld, the duat, the underworld. Okay, now let's go. This is what Wapawat did for SR. Watch this. After he was resurrected, Ampu is the same one who will lead you to you, the aspirant, right thinker, down the path of your spiritual journey. Okay, he's the one that's going to take you down that path, dependent if you pass your judgment conceptually. Watch this. That spiritual journey to enlightenment is really based on your concept and understanding of the Paute. Now it will have a positive outcome on your obtainment of spiritual knowledge. These are aspects and understandings that you need to incorporate in your personality to be the best you can be. We just ended up on that lesson with Ampu. Okay, now moving on to the next lesson. Watch this. Last but not least, we dealing with Haru, the spirit. Okay, the first spirit that we dealt with. Haru had Haru, or Horus and Hathor, as the Greeks called him. Haru is the epitome of all human qualities when they are supplemented, meaning when you have supplemented all your understanding and they are harmonized, meaning you have control over yourself. Your master over you. He's the offspring. Haru is the offspring of spirit, father Sr, and intuitional wisdom, Aset, which is his mother. Once a human being evolves in consciousness, once you become aware, once you get enlightened, once you gain spiritual knowledge, you become like Haru. It's called Nihas. Okay, this is you fulfilling your full potential, becoming master of yourself. We all are potential masters or heroes of ourselves if we learn how to conquer, how to use the aspects that they laid out for you and use them to your benefit and become a master of yourself. Watch this. Nihas means you reach your full potential. You will become a right thinking master. That's the goal of all right thinkers. I want you to become a master of yourself. That's what mastery of self is all about. Learning how to do this, implementing what you learn, and you'll see it play itself out for you and anybody who does it. I don't pick and choose race, creed, color, sex, none of that. It means nothing. You do what you need to do, you receive the benefits for you. Watch this. When you become a right thinking master of your own spiritual consciousness as well as your own physical nature. When I say conquer master self, that means the first 3 degrees is your lower nature. Okay? Once you rise above your beastly nature, they call it, this is why the Sphinx is half lion and half man. The beastly nature in man, you have to rise above that, become conscious of who you are, and become the human being, which is God-like in human form. Okay? That's the goal of becoming master of self. Becoming master of self, you're the perfect blend of what we call matter and spirit. Desire, devotion, wisdom, and all of this gives you power. And knowledge is power. Knowledge of self is superpower. Think about it, okay? All these things transcend time and space, even as you continue to live in this time and space. That's the idea, to become God-like while you're here. Live right, do right, be right, and have heaven right here on earth. It was said to be, you find heaven when you find yourself. Watch this. This is what I call the right thinker's way of life, and when it's done correctly, it is a beautiful way of life. Spiritually, you become a righteous human being. What? By living right, doing right, treating people right. That's how I got my enlightenment. I didn't thump the Bible. I didn't praise the Lord and hoop and holler. No, I done that. I just lived right, did right, and educated myself and became enlightened spiritually. That's why I profess that. That's why I teach that. No offense against religion. No offense against what they do or what they profess. But it's not how I got what I have. I hang out with them, fellowship with them, yeah. But I didn't get mine from them. But I'm learning. All right. The goddess. Okay? The goal of all right thinkers are to become masters of self. Watch this. You have the goddess Het Haru, the subtle essence of the dynamic force, the spiritual essence, the female power in creation, as symbolized by her form as the right eye of Ra, the sun dish. The right eye is the one that went out and go do the search, but it's its own entity. That's Het Haru. That's the female essence of spirit. Okay? The female part. You got the male part, Haru. You got the female, Het Haru. It means that he lives in his own creation. Okay? You see, sun disk is the ultimate symbol of the dynamic power of the divine self which sustains all life. When they version in the Bible, let there be light. Everybody got this grandiose idea how the sun got there. The Egyptians told you. He put it there to let you know, without a doubt, who he is and what he is. Okay? We done analyzed it, we done took it and broke it down and made a whole bunch of stuff, but the bottom line, the Egyptians had it right. The sun is there to do what it does. Okay? Give life, sustain life. Okay? Gives you life, growth to the plants, to the plant life. Come on, man. The sun is a bad mamma jamma. Understand that. That's where it starts. Now, you got her name, Het Haru, means house of Haru. Yeah, Haru is the one who dwells. That's the spirit that dwells in the house of Haru. In other words, the spirit, Haru, lives in his creation. Het Haru, the universe, him in his self. Now, Haru is none other than Ra, the Son of God. Sound familiar? I ain't going on that road, but yeah, this is where all your concepts come from the Egyptian standpoint. That's the first thing. Watch this. Now, Haru is none other than Ra in another form, and Haru is also, my man, Tahuti, the brain, the consciousness, your memory bank. Every time you see him, he got his arm out. He's keeping track. He's taking note. He's your memory bank. He's Ra's mind. He's the conscious of Ra. Okay, that's Tahuti. What's this? Haru is also we call what son in the Waset. The father was Ptah. Excuse me, Amun, Mut. They had a son, and that was conscious. Excuse me. They had Sekmat was the mother, and Ptah the father. The son is Nefertim. Nefertim, you see a little guy sitting on a leaf on a lotus plant with his hand over his mouth. Okay, he represents beauty. Okay, in every Trinity, Father, wife, and the Son. That's how it was in ancient times. Watch this. Now, Nefertim is the beautiful one, completion, one who knows when and when not to speak. It means the divine self. Okay? Arising from the primeval waters, sitting on his lotus plant. Now, the lotus plant grows in the mud, the muck, the most dirtiest and grungiest place, but it opens up in the morning when the sun rises. It opens up, it blossoms to the sun. It rises to Ra. It comes out clean, pure as a whistle. Okay? Pure. That's what funk is to me. Pure, real, untarnished, like the lotus plant, like Nefertiti. So every human being, okay, being Haru is not separate from God, but is essentially God who arose from the primeval waters, or as you see, Nefertiti, the lotus plant. That's like coming from the hood, making it to Hollywood. Okay, you grew up in the projects, in bad situations, but you rise above that. That's what being your best you is all about. Okay, Nefertiti is who you want to become. Why? Because you're able to realize your true nature, the essence of who you are. You become divine. You know who you are. Hence, know thyself. Okay, this lesson I'm about to end it because I got some more for you. but the divine manifestation of the universe is at the universe as well as consciousness. Ra is the boss. Okay? I'll be back.